So I have the great honor of introducing Mark. And I've known Mark for a long time. For those of you that don't know, Mark was a supervisor here in this district and did a fantastic job at that. He's now our state senator. He's a Noe Valley resident. But those are wonderful things. I think the most important thing is Mark is a guy of integrity and values. He cares deeply about what happens in the state of California, in the world, and in San Francisco. Somebody else who I think we should understand has stood up for very tough issues in the face of adversity. So I don't need to say a lot more, but let's give a warm welcome to our Senator Mark Leno.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the official kickoff of what will be the brilliant career of Supervisor Scott Wiener. Yeah! And look around and see the broad spectrum of San Francisco politics here today, from the neighborhood activists of Mission Dolores and Corona Heights. Where's Baja Noe? We've got Diamond Heights and Twin Peaks, Buena Vista, all for Scott Wiener. We've got our friends and brothers and sisters from labor. We've got moms, dads, kids, puppy dogs, everyone out for Scott Wiener. We first met, I think, around 1997. The mayor had just not appointed me to the Board of Supervisors. He had appointed Leslie Katz, and I decided to get busy with some other activities and took on the capital campaign co-chair for the community center. And that's when Scott and I met, and he told me he wanted to get involved. He had just arrived. He was just a little 27-year-old. He told me he wanted to get involved with the capital campaign, and I thought, I've got a friend, another crazy Jewish gay guy who likes to raise money. Rare. And so I was impressed from the start. And Scott's gotten involved with so many issues since then, and I want to talk about just two aspects of our candidate, and that would be his character and his work ethic. And I got a real sense of Scott's character when I did the crazy thing and announced my candidacy for state senate. Scott was chair of the San Francisco County Democratic Party and didn't blink. And I just want you to put it into some context, because I was taking on a state senator. Personality is irrespective here. I was taking on the state senator. Scott was chair of the local party, and he said he was with me. That was a bold step to take, because it's like placing a bet. And you place your bet, and you lose, you now got an angry state senator. But it was because he believed in the candidacy, and he was following his heart and being true to himself. And I think Scott understands, as I know I do, that when you are true to yourself and you do follow your heart, there is no loss. There is no possibility of defeat. And that says a lot about Scott's character. And he was a true friend and a true supporter through what was a very bumpy race. And I'm glad your bet won. But then there's this work ethic thing. You know, he's one of the most talented and successful courtroom attorneys in the city attorney's office. In his spare time, he gets involved with community affairs. And I believe that public service is really in his blood, because I don't know what else could fuel someone to do as much as Scott does when he's not at the city attorney's office. So whether it's issues of public safety, as Keith already mentioned, or efforts at neighborhood beautification, his leadership at the community center. He was, as you know, chair of the county party, as well as his involvement as co-chair of the LSP Toklas LGBT Democratic Club. Goes on and on and on. And then, of course, starting up the campaign. Now, folks say they don't know how I get done and how I'm in so many places at one time. But Scott's energy level inspires me. I don't know how he does it all. Wow. And he does it in a calm manner that gives us all a sense of assurance that we're on the right path. And again, if you just look around, you can see that Scott is someone who brings people together. And this is a challenging time for the city, The deficits are large, and they're going to go on for a while. We're not through these dark times and tough times yet. And so I know that Scott is going to be a great force on the Board of Supervisors, someone who looks at issues from all sides, someone who will take the time to listen to people who may have a difference of opinion and a different perspective. That's exactly who we need on the Board of Supervisors right now. So Scott, we're going to be by your side. Got a lot of work yet to do, a lot of doors to knock, a lot of phone calls to make, a lot of emails to send. But we're going to do it with a great spirit and a full heart, knowing that we've got the best candidate in a very crowded field. So let's make sure we elect Scott Wiener, District 8's next supervisor. Thank you.